My name is Sasha Terfous, and I am a spoken word poet and a writer. With my poetry, I try my best to narrate life's experiences and to highlight individuals' journeys to their final selves, their happiest self. I think it's really difficult to really specify how a piece of poetry is born because there's so many different ways it can come to fruition. Sometimes it is a thought in my head when I wake up at 4 a.m., which is very cliche, but it's true. And sometimes it's a mind map, and it's an idea that's after been sparked by a documentary or a movie or whatever's going on in our current political sphere. So there's different ways that they're born. I think overall though, if I was to actually get into how I write poetry, I feel like that does have a little bit more of a rhythm to it. It has a little bit more of a tempo because you can have an idea, but you have to be able to execute it. So how I find I execute my poetry the best is through mind maps. It is through dictionaries and a lot of thesaurus work and a lot of Googling and a lot of education. And then having fun with language, having fun with words. I think that's the best thing about poetry and about writing is really just playing around with different sounds, different rhythms, different tempos, and kind of watching words dance. And I think that's really how a poem is born. I think it would have to be my first ever experience. And I've mentioned this so many different times, but it really just highlights to me how far I've come, and it really goes to show what a human can do and what they're capable of. My first time I ever performed, I was up on stage in a bar full of lots of different people. It was full, and I had a panic attack on stage in the middle of everyone, and it was my first performance, and it was dually the worst experience of my career and the best experience of my career, because it showed me from the very beginning what I had to do to overcome my weaknesses, to be the strongest performer that I'm capable of being. What's possible? The only thing that limits me is my own capabilities, my own ideas of self, my ego. So anything is possible. If I was to say that I had a micro superpower, I think I would say it's my resilience. Over the years, obviously life has given me its best shot, and I have become the strongest, most resilient version of myself. And I'm only 25. So if I'm resilient at this stage, I can't wait 10 years, 20 years down the line and how strong I am and what I can push through. I think that's definitely my superpower, is my resilience.